Hey, welcome to EPN. I'm one of your hosts, Johnny Millennium, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day, thanks in a large part to our friends at the VFS School of Game Design. Thank you, Vancouver Film School, and thank you, Victor Lucas, for having me on to do my very first rundown and lending me this plaid shirt. I swear to God, I'm going to give it back. And obviously, this rundown is dedicated to Victor Lucas. It looks like Daniel Craig will be back for another round as James Bond. British tabloid The Daily Mirror reports that Daniel Craig has finally agreed to return for another 007 film. Citing unnamed sources, they claim that Bond producer Barbara Broccoli has secured a deal with the star to get him to return. Although they haven't said how the deal was reached or how big of a paycheck he's getting. The 2012 film Skyfall earned more than $1 billion at the box office, making it the most financially successful Bond movie of all time. And the last film, Spectre, was also a huge hit, earning almost $900 million. Despite the success, Daniel Craig has been notoriously reluctant to return, often publicly voicing his lack of interest in future films. Although this may have just been a clever negotiating tactic, no official announcements about his return have been made, but if the reports are true, expect that to change very soon. As for who else might return, the Daily Mirror also reports that Barbara Broccoli is in talks with singer Adele to get her to once again perform the title song for the new film, following the huge success she had with the song from Skyfall. That deal has yet to be finalized, so it may not happen, but we'll let you know when more top secret intel comes in. A surprise fighter has entered the ring just in time for wrestling season. 2K has announced that WWE 2K18 is coming to the Nintendo Switch. The new pro wrestling game will hit the Nintendo platform this fall, around the same time it smacks down on the PS4 and Xbox One. 2K says they're doing this to give their fans greater choice about what system they want to play on, and the fact that the Switch is selling so well probably influenced their decision as well. The WWE series skips Nintendo's last console, the Wii U, which sold poorly, so this will be the first WWE game on a Nintendo system in 5 years. Because the Switch is a console handheld hybrid, it will also be the first portable WWE game in 6 years. In their press release, 2K says the Switch version will have the new features that are being added to the PS4 and Xbox One versions, including the new My Career mode and deeper character customization. They haven't specifically said whether or not it will have all the features from the other systems though, so we're waiting to find out if anything will be cut. The Switch version of NBA 2K18 is expected to have all the same features as the Xbox One and PS4 versions, so WWE 2K18 will probably be the same. And another big franchise is about to go Super Saiyan on the Switch for the first time. The open-world fighting game Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, first released last year on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC, is coming to the Nintendo Switch on September 22nd. Not only will it have everything that was included in the other versions, but it will also be adding something new. Bandai Namco says the Switch version will have a new local multiplayer mode for up to 6 people, as well as 2 versus 2 matches via split screen. The Switch version will also have optional motion controls, although we'll have to wait and see how those compare to the first-party motion-sensing fighting game, ARMS. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 might not be the only Dragon Ball game coming to the Nintendo system. Namco Bandai has previously stated that they're considering a Switch version of the upcoming fighting game Dragon Ball FighterZ. That game has a 2D visual style that's meant to look like the Dragon Ball anime, and it arrives next year. It's going to be an honor to jump back into the action RPG Nioh later this month. Sony and Team Ninja have revealed that the second batch of DLC is coming to the game on July 25th. Known as Defiant Honor, the DLC will give players a new story campaign based on a pivotal moment in Japanese history, the Siege of Osaka Castle, which took place during the brutal winter of 1614. That means you'll get new stages and submissions all set within chilly new locations, with new enemies to defeat and cool new weapons to discover. Defiant Honor will cost $10 in the US and $14 in Canada, and is included as part of the game's Season Pass. The third and final expansion for the game, known as Bloodshed's End, will arrive later this year. It looks like another classic Batman comic is being turned into an animated movie. Following adaptations like The Dark Knight Returns and The Killing Joke, the DC animation team might be taking on a lesser-known but equally awesome Batman graphic novel. The back cover of the latest DC animated movie Batman and Harley Quinn reveals that the film includes a sneak peek at the next DC animated movie, which will be, drumroll, Batman Gotham by Gaslight. If the Batman cover is legit, it means that this will be an adaptation of the 1989 one-shot comic of the same name, which was written by DC Comics veteran Brian Augustine and drawn by Hellboy creator Mike Mignola. The book takes place in an alternate timeline where Bruce Wayne lived in the late 1800s and sees him take on Jack the Ripper in an old-fashioned version of Gotham City. The comic is considered to be the first comic in DC's popular Elseworlds imprint, which is a series of stories featuring the DC heroes but in different settings that are outside of the official DC canon. Expect the Gotham by Gaslight movie to arrive later this year or early next year. Entering the new world of virtual reality is going to put less of a dent in your wallet. Oculus VR has announced that they're slashing the price of the Oculus Rift headset. In the US, the headset and two of its touch controllers used to cost $600, but will now cost $400, a drop of 33%. Oculus is doing this as part of their Summer of Rift promotional event, which is also seeing discounts on games. They've said the price will go back up once the promotion is over, although it's unclear if it will go all the way back up to its original price. This could be a way for Oculus to undercut their biggest rivals, the Vive and PlayStation VR, which has given them tough competition in the still growing VR market. The price cut could also be seen as an indication that the next generation versions of the Rift are coming sooner rather than later. Oculus has confirmed that they're working on new models, including a wireless one that won't tie you down with cumbersome cables, but release windows have yet to be named. VR still has a long way to go before it breaks into the mainstream, so bringing the price down is a good way to get more people interested. As we pointed out many times, VR isn't just for gaming, it's also opening up new possibilities for movies, TV shows, and short films. We can't wait to see where it goes. That's it for the rundown today. If you want to check out more about game design, go to VFS.edu to learn more. And if you like any videos, definitely hit subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow with another rundown. Until next time.